This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Movie Battles here on the Flying Cow, where we take the very best in Disney, Pixar movie trivia, and we put them head to head. And here with me today, calling all of this action, is Dr. Megs, Megan McCurley. Megan, how are you today?
I am doing excellent. This is an exciting event. I am super excited to see just how this is all going to shake out. It's something a little different than what we're used to seeing, but I'm not going to try and explain it. I will let you say what we are doing here today.
Thanks for that, Megs. Yeah. Megs was not exaggerating when she said that what we are doing here today is going to be a little different because of schedules and, other things. And, this is tournament season, as we said, and we still have a few spots to give out, but we really want to start focusing on the tournament, and schedules are getting tight. So what we have decided to do is to take the remaining spots and the remaining competitors and do one big match with all of those competitors for the remaining spots. So today we have a 5-way tournament qualifying match between SmashMouth, Tony Heald, the Theytriarch, Adelaide Spence, the Gentleman, Patrick Hill, Bethany Bam Megill, and Jeremy the Adam Adams. 5 great competitors for you. All of these competitors have shown great ability. They just, for one reason or another, have not been able to claim that spot in the tournament yet. So we are giving them the opportunity for that today.
Absolutely. I think this is just going to be a fun thing to be able to give these competitors, again, an opportunity to get into the tournament, though they've not quite hit the brakes and be able to catch breaks during the regular season. We still want to be able to include as many people as we can in this tournament because it's going to be so much fun. I personally love tournament season, so I think it is time we settle these last and final spots so we can get into that action.
Absolutely. And just because things were not different enough yet, we have decided that before we bring in the competitors, we are actually going to bring up the rules for today's match for you right now. All right. So this will be, in some places, an elimination style match. We'll talk about that more in just a second. In an elimination style match, competitors will receive 5 questions in each round. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write each answer. Answers must be spoken aloud when revealing their response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. Player or players with the lowest point total from each round are eliminated. Ties will be decided by sudden death, and the match will continue until there is 1 player left. Now, a small caveat to the rules that I just gave you. As I said, we have several spots available. Not just 1, not 2, but 3 tournament spots are going to be decided today. And so for that reason, things are going to be just a little bit different in the first 2 rounds of this match. In round number 1, the competitor who has the most points will claim that first title spot. They will claim a win and that first title spot. The same for round number 2. The player with the highest total will claim a spot and have a win on their record. Now, that final tournament spot will be decided in that elimination style match. So this is going to be exciting. It's going to be very interesting to see how things shake up and everything ends up. So what do you say we go ahead now and bring in today's competitors?
That sounds fantastic. Let's get this party started.
All right. Introducing first, representing no one, with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, he is SmashMouth Tony Heald.
Why in God's name did I decide when I chose SmashMouth? Well, I'm going to keep hitting myself in the face for my introduction, because that's a fun little thing to do. No, of course not. I end up doing it hard and actually hurt myself. Jesus wept.
All right. It's just what we do. All right. And his opponent, representing them with a record of 0 wins, 2 defeats, they are the Theytriarch, Adelaide Spence.
I'm so happy a wheel's not here.
And their opponent, coming in next, representing Good Taste, with a record of 1 win, 5 defeats. His motto is win, lose, always look good. He is the gentleman, Patrick Hill.
I'm just happy to be here.
Coming in next, with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats, representing Zap and Pal, Bethany, Bam, Megill.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here.
All right. And finally, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, he is Jeremy, the Atom. Adams. All right. So just so everyone is aware, Jeremy is unfortunately not able to join us live today. However, we have recorded his responses in advance, so that will all apply to this match, and we will let you know how things shake down in this match. So what do you say we go ahead and get things started with round number 1 of this 5-way qualifying match? So, competitors, are you ready?
Yes.
Megs, are you ready?
As ready as I am ever going to be. Let's go.
All right, then I don't know about you guys, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1, question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are the films of the 30s through the 40s. And your question: in what film will you find an evil whale named Monstro?
A deceptively clever answer. A name that seems obvious, but
Yeah, you know, could be quite passive, this Monstro. In 5, 4,
I've known many a monster,
3,
they're never pleasant.
2, and 1. All right, and we are going to start with Tony.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is correct. Spence.
Best version of him is in Shrek 2, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. All right, Patrick.
Also Pinocchio.
All right, Bethany.
No.
And Jeremy.
Pinocchio?
That is correct. All right, so at the end of that first round, all 5 players have a point on the board.
absolutely. So let's keep right on rolling here for question number 2. In decline, 60s and 70s films. In 101 Dalmatians, what is the name of the puppy first thought dead, but revived by Roger? such a sad moment when you thought maybe that one wouldn't survive.
Right? Yeah, I remember as a kid like being like worried, like, is it gonna be okay? Is it gonna be okay? And then yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we'll go ahead and start with Spence on this one.
They got spots, don't they?
Sorry, Spot is not the one I'm looking
Not
for.
the name.
Yes. Patrick,
I put Lucky.
Lucky is the puppy I was looking for. And Bethany,
I also said Lucky.
and you are correct. Jeremy,
Lucky.
and that is correct as well. And Tony,
I'm in a lawsuit with 101 Dalmatians. There was not 101 of them. Lucky.
I understand the sentiment, and Lucky is also correct.
I feel cheated. I went to that movie expecting to see a lot of dogs. I only got a fair amount of dogs.
All right. So still doing well. Only Spence down by 1 going into the third question in this round in the category of the dark times, the films of the 2000s. In what film can you find Jennifer Tilly, Judi Dench, and Roseanne Barr?
Quite the cast.
I know, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you know, not necessarily a cast I would have necessarily expected to see in a Disney movie.
But it
but-
worked.
Possibly in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are talking about the dark times. All right. So we are going to start now with Patrick.
Dark Times. It is Home on the Range.
Home on the Range is correct. Bethany.
I knew the Treasure Planet was wrong, but it's what I put down.
All right. Jeremy.
Home on the Range.
That is correct. Tony.
I'm not going to sing it Home on the Range.
All
But Adelaide
right.
will.
All right. Spence.
Where the deer and the antelope play.
Fantastic singing.
On
Yeah.
the Range. Very nice. All right. So Bethany and Spence both down by 1, but still doing very well going into the 4th question in the round.
And we're going to speed on ahead to early Pixar. What comedian and actress provided the voice of Colette Tattoo in Ratatouille?
This is a film that a lot of people
Love
have
this
quite a
film.
bit of affection for.
Yes.
I definitely enjoy, especially the cooking scenes.
Yes, makes you very hungry.
Anton Ego. There's just
Mm.
something, yeah, just
Mhm.
great stuff. In 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And I'll go ahead and start with Bethany on this one.
I couldn't think of anyone who was French, and I just went with one of the names you said on the last one, so who I didn't know who it was. So I went with Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly was not what I was looking for, though a admirable guess, putting something on the board. Jeremy,
Janine Garofalo.
that is what I was looking for. Tony,
Janine Garoppolo. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. So the bowler from Mystery Men.
I will accept that. You had the correct syllables in there.
I
Spence.
don't think I did.
Janine Garofalo.
Yes, at least you pronounced it correctly. I will give you that. And Patrick.
I butchered her name spelling, but Janine Garofalo.
Actually, I think that's, well, at least the first name.
Yeah.
right?
Maybe the first one, but I
The first one
definitely
is.
phonetically tried to do something with the
I'm
last.
just going to point out the cruelness of this match so far. Pinocchio,
I think
Janine
Spence had
Garoppolo.
it at best.
But anyways, we were able to make our way through there.
All right.
Everyone but Bethany able to get that one in there despite some JTE level spellings occasionally, but we're good.
Not bad. So at this point, Tony, Patrick, and Jeremy are all tied at 4. Going into this final question, they all have the opportunity to claim this first spot in the tournament. Who will do it? And your final question in this round, category of hybrid films. In what film will you find the character Jeremiah Kincaid.
Hybrid films.
Hybrid films, the live action animation combinations, not Muppets films.
No
for
Muppets.
Bethany's for Bethany's aid there. Yeah, no, different. Some of these you grew up with, some of them maybe you've never heard of. We'll just have to see.
This
how
one
it
was
goes.
particularly.
In
But
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and this time we are starting with Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. Enchanted?
That is incorrect. Tony.
Mary Poppins?
That is also incorrect. Spence.
That's my boy Kincaid in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Not wrong.
I'm sure that is right, but that's not the film we are looking for. Patrick.
I'm showing my age here. That would be So Dear to My Heart.
So Dear to My Heart is correct. Bethany.
I went with Bed Knobs and Broomsticks because I've only seen it one time.
That's where.
That is incorrect. And with that, Patrick Hill, the gentleman Patrick Hill, claims the first spot in the tournament. Congratulations, Patrick. We will talk to you more at the end of the match. All right.
Thank you, guys. Best of luck.
All right. So, Patrick Hill has the first spot. So we've got 2 left. Who is going to be claiming those spots? We will just have to see. But let's start with the first question of round number 2.
And that is going to be in the Renaissance. Movies mostly from the 90s. What villain sings a song where he brags about spitting and decorating with antlers? Villain songs are, you either love them or you don't like them, I feel like.
Do you have one in mind for one you don't like? I'm hoping it's not one of these. We'll just have to see.
No, it's not this one. I just know that they are slightly polarizing at times.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, we will go ahead and start with Tony on this one.
Beauty and the Beast?
Unfortunately, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and go to Spence next.
Gaston.
Gaston is correct.
Oh, balls in it. I thought.
And Bethany.
Gaston.
It is Gaston. And Jeremy.
Gaston.
Gaston is correct. Unfortunately, there, Tony, not quite catching the question there, but still plenty of time to catch back up here.
It was the accent. I feel bad. It was the unfair discrimination because I'm not American. I see how it is.
We understood you. You didn't understand us. All right. So we are going next to the realm of package films. Package films, the short collections of the 40s. What early Disney male child star appears in the Pecos Bill segment of Melody Time?
Oh, package films rearing their head again.
Yeah, some tough stuff for and that's the thing about these matches. You're gonna have some easy, you're gonna have some medium, and you're gonna have some hard thrown in there. We'll just have to see if our competitors are up to the task in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and we are starting first with Spence.
Shout out to A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Is it Robert Kincaid?
That is incorrect. Bethany.
I'm guessing Mickey Rooney was too old at that time, but I'm going with him because he was in everything.
Might have been a little too old at that point. Yeah. Okay. Not who we're looking for. Jeremy.
It's the only name I can think of. Bobby Driscoll?
That is correct. Bobby Driscoll. Tony, do you have it?
I went Goofy because why not?
Actually, I think he would have been too young at that point. All right, so the only person to hit that question was Jeremy, currently up by 1 going into this next question.
And we're going to be in the CG revolution, 2010s to the present. In Ralph Breaks the Internet, Ralph and Vanellope travel to the internet to try and replace what item?
Ralph Breaks the Internet. I know.
I enjoyed
I
this
actually
film.
know quite a few people that put this film down. I actually really like this movie.
I did too, actually. I understand the criticism, but I enjoyed it.
I loved it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and all right. We are starting now with Bethany.
I've seen this once, and I have a feeling it was keeping the machine alive, so I just said the plug for the machine, which is very vague and probably not accurate.
That is incorrect. Jeremy.
Steering wheel.
That is correct. Tony.
Steering wheel?
Steering wheel is correct. Yes. And Spence.
I should put a medal like really badly.
That is unfortunately incorrect. So Jeremy currently up with 3. Everyone else having a hard time with only 1 question answered correctly in this round. So we will move forward to question number 4. All right, so we're gonna go into this next question in the category of mixed bag. Who provided the voice of Goofy in a Goofy movie?
May slightly show my age. I watched the sequel more than the original.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Wow. I think I've only seen the sequel like maybe once or twice.
I'll say I haven't seen it a ton, but definitely more than the original.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And we are starting now with Jeremy.
Be mad if I missed something on this movie. Bill Farmer.
That is correct. Tony.
Well, this show's going to be embarrassing. Frank Welker.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Spence.
Jim Cummings.
Also incorrect. Bethany.
I said Gilbert Godfrey because he did his voice work and his name begins with G.
That would have been interesting. Unfortunately,
A little more annoying.
as Jeremy pointed out, the correct answer was Bill Farmer. All right.
Ah, Billy. God.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm hiding this Goofy movie shirt.
So just for the sake of getting things done correctly, we will go ahead and ask the final question in this round.
And that is going to be in the category of classics, films from the 50s. What are the names of Cinderella's 2 stepsisters?
Yes, we do need both names. Cinderella's stepsisters. I gotta say, the stepsisters now, I find, they're just amusing, but the stepmother
They were evil in
is
this original.
I mean, at certain points, but most of the time they're just laughable. And 5,
True.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we're going to start with Tony.
Don't have the answers to those.
Phil and Jake are names, not what I am looking for. Spence.
I have Cinderella 2 and A Twist in Time. I forgot to put that up for the first movie.
That is a name of a film, not the names I'm looking for.
Oh,
Bethany.
It's a Cinderella story.
Ah!
It's true. I went with Anastasia and Drizella. I'm not sure how to spell it, but for her name.
That is good enough for me. That is correct. And Jeremy?
Anastasia and Drizella.
And those are the two names I was looking for. And that brings us to the end of this round.
Yes, with a perfect sweep, Jeremy claims the second spot in the tournament that is currently up for grabs. Congratulations, Jeremy. I'm sure he is very excited about this accomplishment. All right, so we are down to 3. So we are now moving to the elimination format. Whoever gets the least amount of points in this round will be eliminated. All right, if it's 2 people, they'll both be eliminated and we'll have our winner, but we will just have to see how things go. All right, and we are going to start with the first question in this round in the category of Muppets. And your question: which Muppeteer provides the voice of Gonzo the Great?
Gonzo.
Yeah, quite a fan favorite of, those who appreciate the Muppets, as I do. Gonzo has always been a particular favorite of mine. We'll just have to see how much our competitors know about him in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are starting now with Spence.
Tim Henson's a name.
It is a name, unfortunately the wrong one. Bethany.
I was trying to think of the guy who played Yoda because he's a puppeteer guy, but I just made up a name. I said Bill Smith.
Bill Smith. Bill Smith is unfortunately incorrect. Tony.
I watched a documentary with this guy the other week. I can't remember, but the name Steve Billings came to mind.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Dave Goelz. Dave Goelz is the Muppeteer for Gonzo. All right, so we will now move in. Nobody getting that one correct, but that's all right. We will move forward into the next question in this round.
And we're going to go to the films of the wilderness era in the 80s. In what film will you find the characters Widow Tweed, Vixie, and Big Mama? This film was on repeat frequently in my childhood. The VHS was well worn.
Yeah, this is, one of the few that came out in the 80s, which was the decade of my birth. So I definitely did see it a few times as a child. Whether or not that was a good idea, who knows? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, and let's go ahead and start with Bethany.
I went with the Fox and the Hound. Me and my sister are always Todd and Vixie as kids.
And the Fox and the Hound was correct. Tony?
On the Fox and the Hound.
And we got 2 people back on the board. Spence.
It's sad and boring. The Fox and the Hound.
Oh my goodness. That's just a knife to the heart, sir, but that is correct.
I've actually never heard it described as boring. That's quite
It's
a
like
thing.
nothing happens. They're just on a farm. At least no one on the range they yodel.
All right.
Everyone's a critic.
So we are now going to move into the third question in this round in the category of recent Pixar. And your question: in Toy Story 3, what is the name of the little girl Andy gives his toys to?
Now, I don't think you can describe this one as boring.
No. If you do, I don't think you're really paying attention. A lot happens in this movie.
You love jump scare monkey toy just screaming at you.
Oh, goodness.
All right, we'll have to see how things go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are starting now with Tony.
Penny?
Penny is incorrect. Spence.
Bonnie?
Bonnie is correct. Bethany.
Bonnie.
Bonnie. All right. So Spence and Bethany currently with a 1-point lead over Tony, but there's still 2 more questions to go.
And we'll go ahead and move into our 4th question here in early classics. In Pinocchio, what is the name of the mischievous fox who constantly tricks Pinocchio?
Shoot.
Rattling the brains.
Yeah,
I've
we
seen
see
the
how
wheels
well
turning.
they know the film Pinocchio.
Deep recesses of the brain.
Tony, if you erase your board and go to bed sooner.
Have to see in 5,
Come on.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
And let's go ahead and start with Spence.
Nick Wilde. Tony, erase your board. Go to bed.
Nick Wilde is a fox character, not the one I'm looking for. Bethany?
I know it's not Sly Fox, but I cannot remember what it is at the moment.
Also incorrect. Tony, did you have it?
I wish to show this character respect, and his name is Mr. Fox. Should be respectful.
While that is an honorary title, it is not the one I'm looking for. Specifically, Honest John.
Honest
Do that.
John. Yes. All right. So no
Fox would
takers
count.
there. So we are still at the point where we have Spence and Bethany with a 1-point lead. However, Tony still has the opportunity to tie it up and force it to sudden death with this final question. In the category of Renaissance, these are the films of mostly the 90s. And your question. According to Disney's version of Hercules, who is his biological mother?
Well worded question.
Yes.
According to this film.
Yes, there's some caveats here.
Yes.
Um,
indeed.
Disney has their own version of things a lot,
Mhm.
quite a few times.
Percy Jackson's gonna ruin this for me.
Greek
All
mythology
right.
is going to ruin this for me.
All right, and we are down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are starting with Bethany.
I've only seen that one once as well. I took a stab and said Helen.
That is incorrect. Tony.
Is it Persephone?
That is also incorrect. Spence.
Is it Mighty Aphrodite?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Hera.
What?
Hera is his mother
That's
in
the now
film.
twist.
All right. So with that, Tony has been eliminated from this match. All right. So thank you, Tony. We will see you later, sir.
But
All right, so we are now down to our final 2. This is the round that will decide the final entrant into the tournament for this year. Will it be the Theytriarch, Adelaide Spence, or Bethany Bam Megill? Only time will tell. So let us go ahead and get into these questions.
Absolutely. And let's start off in question 1 here with The Dark Times. What is the subtitle to the 2000s era film Atlantis? this is one of the Dark Time films that has a soft spot. I enjoy many of the characters.
There
I like
are
this
quite a few supporters of this film. I don't necessarily enjoy it as much as some of them do, but I see what Disney was trying.
I love certain characters. Their portrayals are just fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And let's go ahead and start with Spence.
The Lost Empire.
The Lost Empire is correct. Bethany, did you get it?
I said the Lost City.
Oh, so close. Not a city specifically. I needed an empire.
That sounds better.
Spence comes up early here with a lead.
That's right. 1 point going into the next question in the category of hybrid films. In James and the Giant Peach, what Emmy nominee provided the voice of Mrs. Ladybug? Some tough questions here late in the match. I mean, especially for a film that, for a while, very few people seem to know anything about. So we will just have to see.
Was not as well beloved amongst this group as I've noticed.
No, I love this film, but we'll just have to see in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And we are starting now with Bethany.
Not even sure when that took place, so I was just trying to think of singers, and I said Whitney Houston.
That is
That might not even be the right
incorrect.
decade.
Spence.
I put Susan Sarandon. I think she's the swagger.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Jane Leeves of Frasier fame.
I've seen that.
All right.
So I'm really tired.
All right. So we are now moving to the third question. Spence still has a 1-point lead moving into this question.
And we are in early Pixar. And my question simply is, who directed Finding Nemo? Simple question.
Yeah.
Is
We'll
it going
see
to be
if
a
it has
simple answer?
simple answer. Yeah. I mean, because it depends. I mean, in the directing spectrum, Pixar is among the easier questions to ask. But
Which if you were to
are
pick
you
from?
are you up on any directors is the question. We'll just have to see in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And I will go ahead and go to Spence first.
But Andrew Stanton. I'm not confident.
Andrew Stanton is correct. Bethany?
I said John Lasseter because I know he directed some.
That is a Pixar director, but not for this one.
Not the one we are looking for. So, Spence now has a 2-point lead going now into the next question in the category of the decline, the films of the 60s through the 70s. And your question. In The Jungle Book, who was the son of the director who took over the voice of Mowgli?
Ooh,
Quite
a film history question.
Yeah, difficult question there. Like I said, there's some tough ones thrown in there. We'll just have to see if our competitors can reason their way to this answer. But they don't have much time because they got to do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And we will go ahead and start now with Bethany.
I don't even think it's the director, but I know there's a Wolfgang somewhere in the credits, so I said Jeremy Wolfgang.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Spence.
John Favreau Jr., aka Andy Serkis.
That is also incorrect. However, at this point, and your winner and the claimer of the final spot in the tournament, the Theytriarch, Adelaide Spence. Congratulations, Spence. Hard fought match from Bethany as well. We will see our winners in just a second. All right. Well, there you go.
Here we
Megs.
go. Yes.
I mean, you know, maybe, I mean, I will say, I was about to say maybe not what you expected, but I don't know that you really knew much of what to expect. In a match such as this, it's really hard to call. I will say, you know, and this is, you know, no slight to him, but Patrick claiming the first spot, definitely not what I would have called. Congratulations to him. That was a fine round of play by the gentleman. And then, of course, we also had Jeremy and, you know, Spence pulling in, claiming those final spots. Some great stuff. So
not easy questions either there at the end either. So
oh no, definitely not. But we now have our tournament set. But before we start talking about that, let us go ahead and talk to today's winners. Obviously, as I said, Jeremy not with us. However, I am certain that he is stoked and now preparing for the tournament. So why don't we go ahead and get in today's winners to just talk a little bit about how they feel. All right, so as I said, here are today's winners. Two of the people that have claimed the final 3 spots. So I just have to ask you guys, and you know, answer one at a time. How are you feeling now that you have claimed a spot in the tournament?
Spence, you can go first.
Oh, I'm happy. I would have preferred to beat Dan. So real salty about that. But hey, I have lost to, or I debuted against one of the best players in this division and losing it. I don't feel really bad about it. So maybe when I come in, I can like spice things up, maybe get an upset. Probably not. We'll see. Finally, I don't know. I've been dropping a lot of questions. I probably can't do very well if I'm dropping those. So hopefully I study up a little bit more. So I stop having like 2 or 3 point rounds.
Yeah, we will just have to see. I will say, you know, you have a perfect round under your belt, so you know that's a good start. Mm-hmm. Patrick, this is your 2nd year in a row going into the tournament. What are your thoughts?
I'm really excited. I didn't really have high hopes because I'm up against some big competition, but like everything that I basically answered had to do with actors that I knew, and or because I'm old and I remember it when Disney Channel was still a premium channel and I watched it on said premium channel. So
sure. Yeah, I mean, as we said in the wrap up, that performance in round number 1 was super impressive. You know,
the only one that I was even afraid of was Home on the Range because I've never seen it. I know nothing about it, but I knew Roseanne Barr voiced something in a movie I had not seen that was Disney, and I just was like, it's got to be that one. So
process of elimination, it works.
Yeah, I was about to say sometimes that's all it is just reasoning things out. So as you guys have claimed tournament spots, do you have anything to say to your prospective opponents?
Listen, I'm just happy to be part of the circle and we're going to have fun. And the only thing I'm disappointed in is that I do not have a wonderful crown like Spence does, because I feel like it would add to my aesthetic.
This is like $15 on Amazon. You can get it if you want.
All right.
They will sell you that one if you send them a little bit more money.
Shout out to the Patreon for my shit or my stuff.
Spence, anything to prospective opponents?
I have a very strong feeling I'm the 16 seed, in which case I'm going to throw hands with the Dreamworker again, and I don't want that. If I have, shout out to my Patreon, but I don't have, where you can help finance my way out of maybe like a 15. That'd be better. I'll be the one, you know. Let's have a chaos upset out of nowhere.
All right. I mean, honestly, at this point, the seeding is still up for grabs. We are going to be working that out very soon. But I will say congratulations to both of you for a great job today. And I'm excited to see what you do in the tournament.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
All right. And as I said, Megan, with that, we have our all the spots are full for the tournament.
The books are
we
closed.
have, yes, all 16 competitors have been decided. What will round one look like? Who will be playing who? What how
What
are things gonna
upsets
shake?
are we gonna see? We don't know. This is the
We
wild, wild west
do
right now, and I
not
love it.
know. Absolutely. I am very excited about what this tournament is going to be looking like. I am very excited about the match we just played. But I do want to let everyone know that this will be the final match that we play before the tournament. Tournament is still a couple of weeks away, so we are going to be taking some weeks off from matches. We might be bringing some specials or some different things like that. We're definitely going to be doing the
Tournament preview.
Yeah,
We're
yes,
gonna talk through the lineup, talk to those first round matches, see what our predictions are. I am excited to potentially get in on that. So definitely looking forward to that. And you guys should
absolutely
be sure to tune in.
Absolutely. It is going to be a lot of fun. But like I said, make sure that you are staying tuned to see what's coming around. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment to the videos, do all of that stuff. Tell your friends how much fun this is. Also, check out the podcast feed. All of the stuff that we are putting out there right now is very, very exciting. And in order to catch all of it, you got to stay here. You got to stay watching. And as always, move. There he is. The Adam, Jeremy. Adam, I knew you had it in you. Brian, I knew you had gold in your future from day one, my friend. Won your first match. KO. Yes, made it happen. You had a little stumble, but that's okay. You didn't let me down. Now you have your spot in the tournament. We're going to go all the way, my friend. All the way. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I got you. I got Coho. I got Boatman. I got Holtzman. It's great. I got the best team here.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Who are you again? I think I remember you yelling a lot in a couple other matches I did, but
yeah, it's me, the Hammer. 3-time movie battles champion. Your mentor.
I don't remember that, but yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I mean, I like Caleb Boatman and Cameron Holmes. They're great players, but I don't remember anything about being on a team with those guys or having a manager. Is that what is this a managing? I don't know what this is.
No. We have a plan. Remember, we're gonna ride the tournament all the way to the top.
I remember you yelling a lot about a plan, I think, when I was trying to play and focus on matches. But beyond that, man, I don't know. I'm just here to play. I don't have a manager right now. I'm just doing my thing. I'm not quite sure what your deal is, buddy.
I'm sorry.
And
are-
I mean, the glasses, the attitude, and the yelling and the yelling and the yelling.
That's what I bring.
I guess, but I'm just here to play and be respectful with my players. I don't think I want a part of what you're doing, my friend. And I haven't heard anything about Caleb and Cameron and those guys being into it either. I'm sorry, man. Can I just go play my matches?
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that you are not interested in my representation? Are you breaking up with me? Is that what you're doing right
I
now,
don't
Jeremy?
think there was ever
that
a we to begin with. I'm sorry. But if I was going to have a manager, I got a couple buddies that can kind of get me in the zone that aren't going to yell.
Are your buddies 3-time movie battles champions? I don't think so.
No, I mean,
You know what?
You know what, guys that have
Jeremy?
won a lot of matches.
You didn't break up with me. I broke up with you.
All right.
2-1 disappointing.
Well, I guess
I don't need you.
You and I just
You're
don't
going
see
down.
eye to eye. So I'm sorry about that.
You're going down. You do not disappoint the hammer.
All right.